And there's the beep. Good morning. I'm David Upton. I am the I'm not supposed to jiggle anything on the desktop here. I am the lead van sales rep, one of your lead van sales reps responsible for Cooper, Freedman City. My colleagues and I are helping you guys sell Sylvania brand products, lamps, mostly LEDs. What we're going to do today, as we've done the last few times, is talk LEDs. We're going to hit some old stuff, good stuff, new stuff. I'm going to save that for the end, so please hang around. Before we get there, we're going to talk about the Sonepar Global campaign, which sort of had a soft start in October and runs through the end of the calendar year. The campaign involves new products. We'll get to those later. There's some marketing and promotional stuff. All branches should have received or will shortly receive a brochure that has all of our lamps and not lamps and ballasts, but LED types in it, things we want to stock and promote. Also, there's an update to the website, to the iframe. If anybody else knows what that is, you can inform me. But it's the link between the Cooper site and our site. First thing I want to talk about is our Project Independence. These are made in USA, and I am supposed to emphasize made in USA of US and global parts. We have already converted an A19 and a BR30. I'm not sure they've filtered through out to the branches yet. For you number folks, 73886, an 8.5 watt A19 is morphing to 74231, a 6.9 watt A19. They're both 800 lumens, so it's a 60 watt equivalent. Obviously higher lumens per watt because it's the same lumen output and lower wattage. The Made in USA lamp is also 15,000 hours compared to 11, which makes it Energy Star, if that's important for those of you who do some rebate activity. The BR30 similarly goes from 9 watts to 7.5 watts with the same with the same lumen output, 650 lumens. LPW obviously goes up. The BR30 was not Energy Star, and the new one is not Energy Star. Shortly, and I'm told today, I will have these point of purchase displays delivered to my house, which I will then get out to the branches, and we'll work through Aubrey to make sure that the branches that want them and can fit them will have a point of purchase display to go along with them. The iframe, which is the digital link between the Cooper website and the Sylvania website, is new and improved. You'll be able to find things a lot easier. It'll have a lot more detail. Not mentioned here, a lighting layout tool has always been available, but really hard to find. I know, everything on the website is fairly hard to find. Did I say that out loud? Are we recording this? We are. So anyway, things are easier to find. The lighting layout tool is particularly easy to find, and it's a great thing to show if you don't know whether you want the 32 watt 2x4 or the 40 watt 2x4. You lay them out 8 foot on center, and you get 40 foot candles or 50 foot candles. Very easy, very quick. You can do it. Your customers can do it. And failing that, your friendly Sylvania sales rep can do it for you. Okay, moving on to some products. Just as a reminder, we have brought to market some extremely cost competitive, we call them HIDR, they're corncob lamps. They are at virtually all of the branches. If they're not, you can get them. They're in CDC. I'm not a fan of the nomenclature on these. We use HIDR 1500 for this, so we're not talking in terms of wattage, we're talking in terms of lumen output, but it's not that mathematically complicated. They're all 100 lumens per watt, so the HIDR 1500 is 15 watts, the HIDR 5000 is 50 watts. Following in that pattern, 8,000 lumens is 80 watts, and 15,000 lumens is, come on, up to 150 watts. We brought into stock the 4,000 Kelvin in the 4 products. These are obviously, like all others, they're ballast bypass. They don't operate on the ballast. You need to rewire the fixture. They are suitable for enclosed fixtures, which is important, and not everybody manages to do that on all of their products. They're also 35,000 hours, which is one of the ways we got to a very aggressive price point, but that also means they're not DLC. So they are not, in most cases, everybody locally, they're not suitable for utility rebates. Okay, moving on to our fixture family. Nice, pretty picture. We are really expanding our product line, indoor and outdoor. For the most part, I've got some outdoor stuff here. Going to show you some new things. First, touch on some pre-existing things and what we think of as a product line extension. So our VaporTite. I guess I'm supposed to sing the praises of everything, but in the 2.5 years that we've been selling fixtures, we've hit some home runs and we've hit some baseball reference, some ground into double plays. Our VaporTite has been one of our home runs. Great product, high quality, everybody loves it. The reason I'm emphasizing that, in addition to those facts, let's see if I can turn this on and make it, no, wrong one. Make it really bright for you. Couple things we've done. We now have an 8-foot version. It is in stock. It is not in stock here in CDC. It is in stock in our EDC, in the Sylvania Eastern Distribution Center in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So we have an 8-footer that goes along with the 2-footer and the 4-footer. I believe here in CDC we only stock the 4-footer. Couple other additions to that. We are bringing out, not available yet, the standard lamp that we describe as UNV, universal voltage, 120 to 277 volt, no surprise there. We also are bringing to market an HUV, a high universal voltage, 347, 480 volt. For the most part, that's for our friends in Canada. We don't have 347, at least I'm not aware of it, here in the U.S. But the 480 volt sort of goes hand in hand with that. So if you have a 480 volt opportunity, we will shortly have that for you. The other thing I want to mention is that just recently, the VaporTite, this has never come into play and bothered me, but the VaporTite was not DLC listed for stairwells. It was DLC listed only under the linear ambient category. Every time I've done a VaporTite project, some of them went in the stairwells and everybody got their rebates and it was never an issue. But technically, the product has to be listed under the DLC category that you're installing it in. So it is now listed, most of them, for stairwells and also for low bay applications, in addition to the linear ambient, which it has always been listed under. Strips. Just a reminder, great product. I believe we are only stocking the 32 watt 4000 Kelvin here in CDC. We have the rest of them in stock. Very uniform, light. I personally have had great success in replacing some linear fluorescence in smaller places. I don't know why. Volunteer fire departments, I've done 3 or 4 jobs, and also auto dealerships, the repair bay. I don't know why, but Toyota seems to like these things. It's not a national deal. We just hit a couple Toyota car dealerships who had some really old fluorescent fixtures, and the strip did a great job replacing them. So please keep that in mind. Panels, can't talk about fixtures without talking about panels. I know we stock almost all of these. We have a ton of them in stock, both here in CDC and in our warehouse. Maybe 6 months ago, availability was an issue. Availability has not been an issue, to the best of my knowledge, for 4 or 5 months. Please keep panels in mind. Panels is a ridiculous percentage of the fixture business. 40% of the fixture business is panels. It's a very important product for all of us. Okay, new stuff. We call this dusk to dawn. I'm told generically it is called a barn light. I'm a guy from, in case you can't tell by my, that's not the barn light. There we go. In case you can't tell by my non-regional accent, I'm a Staten Islander by birth and a New Jerseyan now. And I don't come across a lot of barns, but I'm told this is a very common item out in more rural areas, even down here in horse country in New Jersey, and certainly out in Pennsylvania and across New York State. It comes with the photosensor, no option, photosensor or not, but it only comes with the photosensor. And I think it just shut off because we had plenty of light in the room. I don't have a sample of this, but the bulkhead light is currently available. Just another addition to the outdoor family, sort of coincides with the wall packs and slim floods that you guys sell now. Jelly jar. Everybody has a jelly jar. Maintenance is a pain in the neck because an incandescent lamp goes in here and hangs out for 1,500 hours or 1,000 hours, and it's a 4,000 or 5,000 hour a year application, so there's a lot of maintenance. Fully enclosed compact fluorescents and a lot of LED A-lamps don't like it, so an LED jelly jar is a great option. Another architectural light, an option to a basic, somewhat ugly wall pack. I'll find it. Third time's a charm. Hope I didn't damage the camera there. So this can obviously aim down and create a nice scallop effect on the wall as it's doing there. Can also aim up and create a nice scallop effect. It's more an architectural type thing. Bollards. They offered me a bollard sample and I said no, I don't know what I'm going to do with a bollard sample. But again, expansion of the product line, having a complete, being able to handle the complete project on an outdoor application. We do have bollards. These are in stock. Round top or square top samples. By the way, in all cases, samples are available for these. We don't expect somebody to order 20 bollards without getting one and trying it and looking at it. So please ask your Sylvania sales rep to get you some samples if you need them. Little bullet light. I'll find it this time. Third time's a charm. Again, just further completing the or expanding on the outdoor line. Little architectural light. And that's it. 15 minutes. I'll take questions if we have any.
Give it a couple seconds.